briefly touched on earlier on that we'd look into the possibility of actually going to Versailles.
My favourite part of the script-to-screen journey, I mean, there are lots of bits actually, but my favourite part is when you get that first script and it's good.
It's like getting the latest instalment of this adventure that's kind of a big part of my life. So it's really exciting getting it and kind of flicking through the pages as quick as I can.
Your second read is, of course, always about, oh God, how do we achieve this? And you start to break it down. And that's exciting because it's the job. And that's when you get to really admire the crew and their expertise and how they come together to make something possible.
When you see a fireplace on this spaceship, you have to think this isn't just some novel feature. This isn't like, ooh, original feature is very nice. It is not meant to be there.
The tone meeting has become, how are we going to make this episode? Meeting, really. It's the only time everybody sits around the table at the same time, every stage in the development of the episode, and talk about what we're all trying to do.
It's just to get everyone singing from the same song sheet, really, and then that's how I think it works, those tone meetings, because that's how we get such a coordinated end result.
Hello, you like that?
Thank you very much.
But before filming begins, the team hold a read-through to make sure everything goes according to plan.
The read-through for me is terrifying because it's the moment where you get a sense of what is really coming. And you know in that moment, largely, if something is going to work or not.
Hello, everyone!
You just feel the pressure to kind of nail it there and then. Of course, that pressure doesn't exist because ultimately all that matters is what is finally in the can. But because it's the first time you're all kind of doing it together in a room, you want to kind of get it right. You want to impress everyone, you want everyone to like you.
Doctor Who? It's more than just a secret, isn't it?
For me, it's always terrifying because it's the first time you've ever read in front of anyone, and also because I didn't audition for this job. I was offered it straight out, and I suddenly thought, God, what if I turn up to the read-through and read it and think, oh, actually, she's...
What did you see?
That there comes a time, Time Lord,
when every lonely little boy must learn how to dance.
For us, it's the final dotting the I's and crossing of the T's. That's where you do final rewrites. Often you can come out and read through, change lines or realise you haven't said something or have a word with the director about the emphasis of a certain scene. It's your final chance before it's all put through in the edit just to make sure everything's working.
One of the things you're trying to do all the time in popular television is give reasons for people not to turn off. Right, you imagine the audience sitting down and thinking, oh, I'll watch 2 minutes and I'll go. And you think, well, if I can just keep eking out the reason to keep watching, I'll maybe get them 45 minutes through the show. So you're playing that game. So at that moment in the show, when we think we've got the hang of what's going on, it's starting to become a bit clearer. He walks in and he's face to face with the horse.
The Doctor on horseback, bursting through a mirror into a ballroom.
Easy. You said it was easy, Dave.
This is the kind of climactic scenes in episode 4 where I come through a mirror on a horse, as you do, trot around a bit and save the day again, you know. So that's what we're doing today. It's all fairly extraordinary because it's such a big deal with all this extra crowd and the mirror breaking. Of course, the horse isn't actually here because the horse isn't allowed in this hall. So the horse has to be on a different day, and it's all one of those, everything has to be put together piece by piece.
It was terribly complicated because we had to shoot elements at Ragley Hall itself with extras reacting to the Doctor and the horse.
And crash!
We had to do a separate shoot of the mirror exploding with blue glass. And then we had to shoot on a third day with David and a horse and a stuntman in a paddock that we had to deck out completely in green and turn into a green screen studio. As you can probably imagine, that was terrifically expensive. All of that said, I do think you're not going to see a horse jump through a mirror into a period ballroom every Saturday night.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Doctor Who YouTube channel.